Well, good morning. It's time for another update here at Acres of Reed. Last night we had a really big rainstorm, extremely heavy winds. It's been 2 weeks since our last update. So here we are. This is our front. It's the first planting bed that we did. Now we're purposely letting our radishes in this area go to seed. They don't get a lot of sun. We had one of our parsley break, so we planted half of them here and half in another area, and they're doing real nice. They haven't gone all purpley yet. They gotta get bigger for that. And let me tell you, these are going nuts. Look at all these seeds. Now you can actually eat the seed of the radish when they're green, and we have. They taste pretty good. And our mints are doing really good. This is doing better than both of those. Onions are doing really nice. Carrots are big and tall. We thinned these, and we're starting to get some bulbs on them. Oh yes, we are still absolutely inundated by daylilies. We get 30 to 40 a day. Remember that lettuce I told you about way back at the start of everything? We never got them in the ground. They're all lanky and everything. We got some of our parsley in these, which we need to transplant out. And our oregano, we've had like 5 or 6 harvests now off that. It's doing real good. Our rose caught a fungus, some kind of blight. I don't remember what it's called, and the only cure to it is you gotta pluck the leaf. And if it gets in the cane, you gotta cut the entire cane out. Let's see, I think we still get one once in a while still. See that black spot? It gets underneath the leaf, and it devastated it. So we came out and we cleaned it off. We still have a few leaves we need to get a few more off of, but it'll come back. You cut back the weak and diseased so that you save the rest of the plant. And our grape, this is the first one we planted. We got a lot of new growth, and we got our first lateral coming out. And then this one is a little bit shorter, so this was our second one that came out. And our the radishes that we transplanted. Now we told you they'd perk up, now didn't we? And here they are. They're nice and perky. They're putting out new foliage. They're standing up real good. Getting lots of light over here. This is one of the sunniest parts of our yard. And our tomato needs to be staked. We got 4 or 5 sets of flowers now. They're not open, but they're starting to open. This one here is got yellow, and it's just starting to open up. You can see all of every one of them has taken. We thank the Lord. We have 10. We have 10 of our 18 or 19 that we put in. So we're very thankful. The Lord is bringing them up. And we can see where it's starting to mound on a couple others, where it's coming and pushing out. So hopefully they'll pop out soon. And now our bell pepper. We lovingly call this our bel pino, because we thought we bought a jalapeno plant, but it's turned out that they're bell pepper. We had a really big one on here. I mean, it was huge. When we cut it off, we ate it, and it's definitely bell pepper. No question about it. We had to stake it because we have 7 really big fruit on here already. And it was just so heavy, it was laying in the mud, so we had to pick it up, stake it. And we have a whole bunch more small fruit started already. This little pepper plant is producing and producing. We were so thankful. I don't think that I have mentioned even once on our video what we've done over here. We planted shallots. It was towards the end of the season. This is like three weeks ago or something like that. We put in 16, and I did 4 rows by 4, and so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have come up now, and yep, that's the top of another one right there. So we have 7 verified up. We're very thankful. Shallots around here go for like $10 a pound, and we had I mentioned it, I know, there's a huge storm, a lot of rain, hard rain, a lot of wind. It's a good thing cantaloupe likes wind. We don't have any fruit started that we know about, but we have a ton of perfect flowers, and male and female flowers, and the bees are in here every day. They're doing their job. We're just looking forward to the bounty that's going to come. And we get mushrooms. There's one right there. We get so many mushrooms. We pluck them out. We don't know if it'll be good or not. Now this area over here on our radishes are struggling a little bit more, but we are getting new growth on them. So they've taken. And in that windstorm, we got a cane that broke with new growth on it. So what we'll do is we'll cut it and we'll just replant it. And the left one actually has a very small new growth leaf. It's a little muddy, so I'm not going to walk over there right now. So in one of our other updates I'll show you, but we have a new leaf started on it, so it has taken. And we've left some champions over here to go to seed. As our others that are in seed mode are all the French breakfast. And since we did our thinning by eating, which was very tasty, we got another one that came up, and we'll probably eat that one. I don't know. We get so many seeds off of just one, we might eat another and just leave 3 or 4. So anyway, these are doing really good. We've got some nice big fruit hanging off of them. We have tons, and I don't know how well this will turn out, but there's a break right there. That happened in the windstorm, and it's a big break. We had a really big branch that came off last night, and it has fruit on it. So I'll show you that in a little bit towards the end. So it's inside. We're going to process it. We'll eat them. You can eat them small. Our green beans are doing good. They're laying down real heavy right now because of all the wind and rain. But we got all sorts of green beans started on here. I do mean lots. It is a bush type. They're going to come in all at once, and we're going to eat them all at once. Did I mention we like green beans? So that's doing good. Our row of carrots, although they're kind of covered right now, are all doing very nice. We should have just enough time to get them before the first frost, but of course it's the Lord's decision. And these are doing fantastic. Now these were planted late. We were doing staggered, and now we found out later we really shouldn't have staggered them. We've taken out 2 more onions. Their stalks, their leaves had completely died back, were limp and going soft. Even though we had 1 or 2 green, they weren't firm and crispy anymore. All the energy was going back into the root ball, and so we took them out. They weren't real big. We can show you those also. Carrots. This tomato is growing. Doesn't get nearly as much sun, but the top couple of branches there are new growth. So it's growing. It took.